Hello students, welcome to E-Pathshala. I am Dr. Muhammad Aqil from Jamia Hamdard. Today we will study about the module Dental Products under the subject Cosmetics in the discipline Pharmaceutical Sciences. In this module we will study about the anatomy of tooth, definition of dentifrices, different types of dentifrices, tooth powder, toothpaste, their formulation, the basic ingredients and special ingredients used in these products, application, packaging and evaluation of dental products. We will start with the anatomy of teeth, that is different parts of the teeth as shown on the screen. Right. The top part of the teeth is called the crown or the cap, and it is the only part we can normally see. The shape of the crown determines the tooth's function. For example, front teeth are sharp and chisel shaped for cutting, while the molars have flat surfaces for grinding. Next is the gum line. Gum line is the layer where the tooth and the gums meet. Without proper brushing and flossing, plaque and tartar can build up at the gum line, leading to gingivitis and the gum disease. Then root, the part of the root that is embedded in the bone. The root makes up about 2/3 of the tooth and holds the tooth in place. Now the parts of the tooth under the crown, first is enamel. Enamel is the outermost part of the tooth. Enamel is the hardest and the most mineralized tissue in the body, yet it can be damaged by decay if teeth are not cared for properly. Next layer is the dentin under the enamel. Now if tooth decay is able to progress its way through the enamel, it next attacks the dentin, where millions of tiny tubes lead directly to the dental pulp. It forms the bulk of the tooth and can be sensitive if the protection of the enamel is lost. Next is pulp. It is the soft tissue found in the center of all teeth, where the nerve tissue and blood vessels are. Now if tooth decay reaches the pulp, we usually feel pain. The pulp extends from the crown to the tip of the root. Cementum is the next layer of the teeth, that is a bone-like tissue covering the root. It is not as hard as enamel. Now we will study the structures around the tooth. First of all, periodontal ligament. It is made up of thousands of fibers which fasten the cementum to the bony socket. These fibers act as the shock absorbers for the tooth, which is subjected to heavy forces during chewing. Next is oral mucosa. This is the term used to describe the moist tissue that lines the mouth. Now gums. Gums are the soft tissues that immediately surround the teeth and the bone. It protects the bone and roots of the teeth and provides an easily lubricated surface. Bone. Bone, it provides a socket to surround and support the roots of the teeth. Lastly, the nerves and blood supply. Now each tooth and periodontal ligament has a nerve supply, and the teeth are sensitive to a wide variety of stimuli. The blood supply is necessary to maintain the vitality of the tooth. Now we come to the dentifrices. Dentifrices are the oral health care products that are used by people on a daily basis to promote the oral hygiene. They serve as essential vehicles to carry the inert and bioactive substances that provide cosmetic and therapeutic benefits. Now dentifrices can be classified as regular dentifrices and medicated dentifrices. Now regular dentifrices are the preparations used for cleaning and polishing the surfaces of the teeth to keep them shiny and to maintain the good health of the teeth and the gums. These preparations also help inhibit the formation of unpleasant odors and freshen the breath. Medicated dentifrices are usually cleansing preparations carrying additionally some medicaments which minimize the occurrence of tooth decay or periodontal disease. The active ingredients which are added in these preparations include bactericidal, bacteriostatic, enzyme inhibiting and acid neutralizing agents. Now medicated or therapeutic dentifrices bearing stannous fluoride are widely used. There is evidence of the use of various materials for cleaning and shining the teeth in medieval age. Greeks and Romans used materials like dried plant or animal parts, honey, ashes and minerals as dentifrices. Many of these items were found to be harmful, destroying the teeth, irritating and damaging the oral mucosa. In some religious and cultural groups, people still practice traditional toothbrushing practices without any dentifrice. For example, use of miswak or salt. Okay, we'll start with the toothpaste. Toothpaste are the most popular and widely used preparations for cleansing the teeth and possess the largest market share amongst all dentifrices. Though they are more expensive than tooth powders, yet they are more preferred because of the following reasons. Toothpaste have attractive consistency, better coverage of dental setup, easy to take measured quantity on the toothbrush, no spillage and wastage is there. Now coming to the ideal characteristics of a toothpaste. A good toothpaste should be non-toxic and non-irritant to the teeth, gum and buccal mucosa. It should have very fine particle size and should be free from grittiness. It must clean the dental surface properly without any scratches. The paste should be easily squeezed out of the tube to spread on the brush without sinking into it. The consistency should remain constant in a wide range of temperature during the shelf life of the product. The paste should not dry quickly, and lastly, it should not interact with the container parts. Coming to the formulation of toothpaste, the ingredients which are used in a toothpaste include the basic ingredients and the special ingredients. The basic ingredients include abrasives, detergents, humectants, binding agents, sweetening agents, flavors and preservatives. Whereas special ingredients include coloring agents, bleaching agents, lubricants and therapeutic ingredients. If you don't brush or floss our teeth properly, then problems may arise. Right. For example, a film of bacteria or biomass may occur at the gum line, which happens due to the action of the bacteria on the tooth. Now, dental plaque is reversible, and if we use a medicated toothpaste, the problems may be solved. Dental plaque, when it becomes hardened, when the film becomes hardened, it becomes difficult to remove with the regular toothbrushing practices, and it appears as the brownish or yellowish deposit or black spots between the teeth and on the gums, which are difficult to remove with the normal toothbrushing practices, and one has to go to the dentist clinic to get them cleaned with the dental equipments. Lastly, the periodontal disease. If we don't check or treat tartar or calculus in time, it may convert into the periodontal disease, in which the structures around the teeth get damaged and we see the swollen gums, and bleeding can also happen. The teeth may become loosened and the teeth may be lost. Now, we will study the basic ingredients first. Abrasives. Abrasive is the main constituent of all the dentifrices. An abrasive is a powder material hard enough to remove the stains without any damage to the tooth structures. Abrasives are usually water insoluble, should not have unpleasant taste, odor and should be non-toxic. The main function of the abrasives is to remove the food particles lodged in the teeth. They also help remove some stains from the teeth. Usually, the amount of abrasives is about half of the total weight of the toothpaste. Commonly used abrasives are calcium carbonate, tricalcium phosphate, dicalcium phosphate, aluminum sulfate, magnesium trisilicate, etc. Now, calcium carbonate is the most frequently used abrasive. It is available in different grades. Usually, very light grade calcium carbonate is used in toothpaste preparations as it does not harden easily. It also imparts alkalinity to the preparation. Other salts of calcium used as abrasives are dihydrate and anhydrous dicalcium phosphate, tricalcium phosphate and calcium pyrophosphate. Dicalcium phosphate and tricalcium phosphate both are used as mild abrasives and polishing materials. Dicalcium phosphate is white, odorless and tasteless, slightly soluble in water, whereas tricalcium phosphate is also tasteless, odorless, white amorphous powder, insoluble in water. Dicalcium phosphate imparts neutral pH to the paste, whereas calcium carbonate gives the alkaline pH. Hence, preparations containing calcium phosphates have better taste and enhance the stability of the flavor. Other abrasives used in toothpaste are sodium metaphosphate, magnesium trisilicate, calcium phosphate, talc, kaolin, zirconium silicate, etc. But all these are mild abrasives and are seldom used. Next class of ingredients in the toothpaste are the detergents. The cleansing action of the detergents is due to their lowering of the interfacial tension and production of foam, thus helping in wetting and dispersion of powder materials in the paste. They also help in penetration of the paste and abrasives into the fine cracks, thus assisting in removal of food particles and debris. They also help in removal of the mucus. Mostly synthetic detergents are used in toothpastes. For example, sodium lauryl sulfate is one of the most commonly used detergents. Others are magnesium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sarcosinate, etc. Detergents may lower the abrasive effect of toothpaste. Next, we are having humectants. Now, humectants help retain the moisture and prevent drying out of the toothpaste and thus impart plasticity to the product. They prevent loss of water and subsequent hardening of the toothpaste when it is exposed to air. The amount of the humectant varies depending on the specific gravity of the powder mix. Less amount of humectant is used in substances with lower specific gravity. Now, commonly used humectants in toothpaste are glycerin, sorbitol, and propylene glycol. Of these, glycerin is most widely used. It also imparts some sweetness to the preparation. Next, we are having binding agents. Binding agents are used in toothpaste to control viscosity and maintain creamy consistency. They also prevent separation of toothpaste. Various hydrocolloids are used for this purpose, usually in the concentration of 1 to 2%. Now, the amount of binding agents can be selected depending upon the consistency desired. Other substances which are used as binding agents include carboxymethylcellulose, sodium alginate, carbopol, bentonite, and V-gum. Sweetening agents are used in toothpaste to improve the taste of the preparation in the mouth. The most commonly used sweetening agent is saccharin sodium, which is used in concentration of 0.05 to 2%. The exact amount of the sweetening agents is determined by the quantity and sweetness of the other ingredients like glycerin, which also imparts some sweetness. Next, flavoring agents are essentially used in toothpaste for fragrance and good feel during the usage of the product. The flavors used in toothpaste are blending of volatile oils, for example, peppermint oil, spearmint oil, clove oil, cassia oil, cinnamon oil, and menthol. Next, preservatives are essentially added in the toothpaste to prevent the microbial growth due to the presence of gum and water. Now, sweetening agents like glycerin and flavors may also contribute to the antimicrobial action of the preservatives. The commonly used preservatives in toothpaste are methyl parahydroxybenzoate and propyl parahydroxybenzoate. And water is the most commonly used solvent in toothpaste. Coming to the special ingredients used in the toothpaste, we'll start with the coloring agents. Colors are usually not added in the toothpaste as most of these are white. However, colored toothpastes are available in the market these days to mask the color of the other ingredients and to catch the attention of the consumer. The colors to be added in the toothpaste must be selected from the approved list of coloring agents under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act and rules. Usually pink, red and green colors are used in toothpaste. Multicolored and striped toothpastes are also available, and these are prepared using combinations of different colors. Next, bleaching agents. Bleaching agents are added in the toothpaste for removal of stains and whitening of the teeth. They are basically oxidizing agents such as hydrogen peroxide, magnesium peroxide, and sodium perborate. Lubricants. Now, lubricants facilitate the easy removal of the paste from the tube or container without any extra pressure. Liquid paraffin in concentration of 1 to 2% is usually used as a lubricant. Coming to the therapeutic ingredients used in the toothpaste. The bioactive ingredients which are used in toothpaste are added in the toothpaste as desired for specific functions. For removal of calculus or tartar, pyrophosphate, zinc and pancreatin are used. However, the most commonly used bioactive substances in toothpaste are fluorides. Fluorides have been reported to reduce caries by 37% in children and by 24% in adults. The most important anti-caries effect of the fluorides is due to the formation of calcium fluoride in the plaque and on the enamel surface during and after rinsing or brushing with the fluoride. Brushing with fluoride toothpaste may be recommended twice daily. Now, fluorides such as stannous fluoride, amine fluoride, sodium fluoride and sodium monofluorophosphate have been widely used in the medicated toothpaste to prevent the tooth decay. Other anti-caries agents used in toothpaste are xylitol and sodium carbonate. Strontium chloride is added in toothpaste for treatment of hypersensitivity. Sodium lauryl sarcosinate is used in toothpaste for anti-enzyme, bacteriostatic and anti-cariogenic activities. Alkalis and urea are added to neutralize acid in saliva and to prevent decomposition of carbohydrates and formation of acid. Examples of anti-plaque agents used in toothpaste are sodium lauryl sulfate, triclosan, metal ions like stannous and zinc, essential oils and chlorhexidine. Zinc and chlorophyll have been used as anti-halitosis agents, that is to prevent the bad odor in the mouth. The table on the screen shows a general formula of toothpaste. Abrasives are normally used in concentration of 20 to 50%, detergents 1 to 3%, humectant 20 to 35%, binders 1 to 2%, sweetening agents 0.05 to 2%, flavors 0 to 2%, and therapeutic ingredients 0 to 2%, and the water, the solvent 20 to 40%, along with colors and preservatives in concentration of 0.05 to 0.5%. Now, we show you some representative formulae of toothpaste. Formula 1 has calcium carbonate and sodium lauryl sulfate. Calcium carbonate is the abrasive in concentration of 56%. Sodium lauryl sulfate is the detergent. Gum tragacanth is the binder. Glycerine is the humectant. Saccharine sodium is the sweetening agent. Water is the solvent along with flavors and preservatives. Formula number 2 shows calcium pyrophosphate as the abrasive, glycerine as the humectant, gum tragacanth as binder, stannous fluoride and stannous pyrophosphate as the active medicaments, sodium lauryl sulfate, saccharine sodium, water, flavor and preservatives. So, formula 1 is representative of regular cleansing toothpaste, whereas formula 2 is representative of medicated toothpaste. Formula 3 has dicalcium phosphate as the abrasive, sorbitol as the humectant in place of glycerine, sodium lauryl sulfate as the surface active agent or detergent, gum tragacanth as binder, saccharine sodium as the sweetening agent, water as the solvent, preservatives and flavors. Move on to the preparation of toothpastes. Toothpaste can be prepared by two methods. Method A, first of all, gum is mixed with suitable quantity of humectant without any water. And other colloids like methyl cellulose may be dispersed with cold water, whereas ethyl cellulose should be mixed in warm water. Pass the other powders ingredients through a suitable sieve and add gradually to the above binder mixture with continuous stirring. Then add the above mixture to the aqueous medium. Finally, add the flavor and the detergents and stir further to obtain the final product. In method B, the binder is first mixed with the abrasives and other powders. Then this mixture is added in a suitable mixer along with aqueous solution of the humectant, preservatives and sweetening agents. Then mixing is continued to obtain the homogeneous mixture. Finally, the flavor and detergents are added. Now, coming to the tooth powders. Tooth powders are one of the oldest, simplest and cheapest dental preparations. Their market share has been reduced over the years due to popularity of the toothpastes, but they are still being used by a sizable population. The main disadvantages of the tooth powders are floating of powders in air during preparation and use, formation of cake on storage, and uneven distribution in mouth. Now the formulation of the tooth powders. The basic ingredients used in tooth powders are the same except that the binders, humectants and solvents are not required. The abrasives used in tooth powders are also the same as in the toothpastes like calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, tricalcium phosphate and calcium sulfonate. Now, next slide shows the representative formulae of the tooth powder. The first formula has calcium carbonate and tricalcium phosphate as the abrasives, which constitute about 94% of the total weight of the tooth powder. Then sodium lauryl sulfate is the detergent, sodium perborate is the whitening agent, saccharine sodium is the sweetening agent and the colors and flavors as required. In formula 2, calcium carbonate is the abrasive, dental soap powder is the detergent, saccharine sodium is the sweetening agent and the flavors are added as required. Now, procedure for preparation of the tooth powders. All the ingredients are mixed in ascending order of their weights in a ribbon type or agitator type mixer. Finally, the flavoring agent is sprayed on the top of the above powder mix and stirred well. Now, we move on to the application of toothpaste and dental products. Now, applications of dental products. The dentifrices or dental products are used for the following purposes. They are primarily used for cleansing of the teeth. They are also used for polishing and whitening of the teeth. They prevent halitosis or bad odor and refresh the breath. They improve the remineralization of the teeth and also reduce the hypersensitivity of the teeth. They also inhibit formation of calculus or tartar. They also prevent and remove the dental plaque. They are also used to prevent caries and tooth decay. They have also been recommended for prevention of periodontal disease and they have also been claimed to be effective in correction of xerostomia and mouth ulcer. Next we come to the safety of the dentifrices. While dentifrices have been considered to be safe over the years, there have been concerns due to use of dental fluorosis on fluoride ingestion, especially in children under the age of 6 years. Hence, precautions need to be taken to prevent overdose. The FDA requires labeling of all fluoride containing dentifrices to include a statement to minimize swallowing. Use a pea-size amount in children under 6. It is also recommended to make child-proof caps on fluoride dentifrices. Alternatively, metered dentifrices delivery systems can be presented for children. Dentifrices containing fluorides in concentration of more than 1500 parts per million are categorized as prescription-only medicines and should be used only above the age of 10 years. Other ingredients which can cause problems in toothpaste like sodium lauryl sulfate may cause mucosal disformation or ulceration. Triclosan may cause depression, liver problems and in some cases cancer. Essential oils, flavors, cinnamaldehyde, carvone and other antimicrobial agents can cause irritation or allergic reactions in the mouth, lips as contactilitis and circumoral dermatitis. Occasionally, allergic rhinitis or asthma may occur. Now coming to the packaging of dental care products. Usually toothpastes are commonly packed in collapsible tubes. The toothpaste tube has 3 main layers: an inner layer of polyethylene plastic, a metallic foil layer to prevent flavor loss and an outer layer of thermoplastic material that can be printed on. The disc or shoulder near the cap of the tube is also made from polyethylene. The cap is made from polypropylene plastic and can be designed also to be flipped open, not only just unscrewed. Now coming to the evaluation of dental care products. The dental preparations are evaluated for their quality by analyzing the following parameters. First is the abrasiveness. Abrasiveness can be tested by rubbing the toothpaste or powders on extracted dental set and then observing the abrasive action visually or mechanically. Next, particle size. Particle size can be estimated microscopically or by sieving. The particle size of the product should be in good order to provide good abrasiveness without any grative feel and to minimize the damage to the gums. Consistency. The viscosity of the paste and rheology of the powders should be optimum to ensure a smooth flow of the product from the container. Cleansing action. Cleansing action of the dentifrice can be assessed by brushing the teeth for 2 weeks with a toothpaste or powder and then examining the appearance of the teeth before and after use by comparing the photographs. Then pH of the product. A 10% dispersion of the product is made in water and pH is determined. The pH should be optimum so as not to damage the teeth and the gums. Next is foaming property. For the foaming action, a fixed amount of the product is mixed in sufficient quantity of water and is stirred vigorously. And the foam generated is then observed for its nature, density, stability and washability. Next is volatile matter and moisture. A predetermined quantity of the product is taken in a dish and dried till a constant weight is obtained. Change in weight will indicate the percentage of moisture and volatile matter. Then test for heavy metals. Limit tests for heavy metals like arsenic and lead are performed as these are very toxic metals and can harm the users if used in excess quantity. Effect of special ingredients. Specific tests may be performed by evaluation of specific ingredients in dental products like anti-enzyme action of sodium lauryl sarcosinate and anti-karyogenic action of fluorides. In the end, we summarize the whole module of dental products. Dentifrices are oral health care products that are used by people on a daily basis to promote oral hygiene. They make the teeth appear shiny and attractive. They are also used for prevention of caries, tooth decay, plaque, tartar or calculus, hypersensitivity, bad odor and periodontal disease. Dentifrices are available in paste, powder, gel and stick forms. The basic ingredients of a toothpaste include abrasives, surfactants, humectants, binding agents, sweetening agents, flavors and preservatives. In tooth powders, binders and humectants are not required. Abrasive is the most commonly used ingredient in dentifrices. Used for cleansing action, it usually comprises about 50% or more of the product. Some special ingredients are added in dental products as desired. These include coloring agents, bleaching agents, lubricants and therapeutic ingredients like stannous fluoride, amine fluoride and sodium fluoride. Xylitol and sodium carbonate are used to prevent tooth decay. For removal of calculus or tartar, pyrophosphates, zinc and pancreatin are added. Dimethicones, hydrogen peroxide and papain have been used as whitening agents. Strontium chloride is added in the toothpaste for treatment of hypersensitivity. The anti-plaque agents used in toothpaste are sodium lauryl sulfate, triclosan, metal ions, essential oils and chlorhexidine. Zinc and chlorophyll have been used to prevent bad odor in the mouth. The dental preparations can be evaluated for their quality by analyzing characteristics like abrasiveness, particle size, consistency, cleansing action, pH, foaming action, volatile matter and moisture content, limit test for heavy metals and effect of special ingredients. Lastly, the dentifrices should be used with caution by children under 6 years of age as they have been reported to cause dental fluorosis. Thank you.